everyone. Today we're doing a what I read in a week, and these are some of my current reads. We have an ambitious reading week. I have 2 arcs that are due Wednesday and Thursday, and today's Monday. And yeah, so we have a bunch of books that we want to read. I'm not gonna get through all these. Trust me, I'm not gonna get through all these. My priority is to get through the 2 arcs so I can post about them. But other than that, these are just like for when I have time. Like I said, today is Monday, so I think I'm gonna do Monday to Monday, hopefully. Or maybe I'll do like Monday to Saturday so I can have this up sooner rather than later, because it's been over a month since I posted a video, which again, I'm not putting pressure on myself to post videos every single week because I have a job and it was just my birthday and I had issues with personal things, so I was a little busy, so I did not have time to film video and everything. And also all the other videos that I made prior to this one and started editing, I hated them. So we're starting fresh with a what I read in a week. Before we get into the whole reading vlog, let me explain my current reads to you. Currently on my Kindle, I am reading the arc of The Case of the Elmwood Ranch by Deanna Gray, and I am on chapter 3. So not much has happened, and that's okay. This comes out Wednesday, July 15th, so in 2 days. So I probably won't finish this in time, but we're ambitious. And the other arc that I have on my Kindle is The Baby Bluff by Callie Mel. If I'm being honest, this was low-key a soft DNF'd. I started this in June, and then I just haven't picked it up in a couple weeks. But I'm on page 93, chapter 10. So hopefully we can kind of get some reading into this. This is like kind of low on my priority TBR. Guys, I'm flying through this series. I'm on chapter 15, page 153 of Dangerously Ours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. If you know me, you know I love the Addicted Calloway, Like Us, Cobalt Empire universe. I still haven't read Burn Bright though. And I do want to read Burn Bright before Silver Sweet comes out. But anyways, I started this series in July and I'm already on the 3rd book. That never happened. Like, I never read a series front to back in order. Well, I guess I'm not doing that here either. Dangerously Ours is book 3 in the Webs We Weave series, and I have wanted to read this series so bad. I bought book 1 and 2, like, literally the day before this came out. So then the week after it came out, I went back and got this, and then I have spent July reading this series, and it's so good. Like, this is so good. If I didn't have the arcs, I would be flying through this probably, but I'm excited for my arcs too, but I am very eager to keep reading this. I also started The Assassin's Blade. I am on page 57, chapter 8. I am buddy reading the whole Throne of Glass series with book bestie Kiki. Haven't picked this one up in a couple days either. If I'm being honest, I haven't picked up a book in a few days because life. And then also I'm listening to an audiobook, and I am 57% into Ruthless Fae, which is book 2 of Zodiac Academy. I read Zodiac Academy, like the first book, whatever the first book is called, I forgot. I read that back in 2023. I'm forgetting a lot, but I just remembered how much I loved book 1 because it was so entertaining. So book 2 is also very entertaining, but I listen to that while I'm at work. So I will keep you updated on what I'm going to read for this week, and my camera's gonna die, so. In the same spot as I always am, but I'm going to start reading more of The Case of the Elmwood Ranch, and I'm gonna set myself an hour timer. Let's read. I'm on chapter 8, 29% into The Case of the Elmwood Ranch. I read a good amount in that hour because I was locked in. I need to take my contacts out because they're very dry and I can feel one like about to fall out. I read 5 chapters of Case of the Elmwood Ranch, and it is good so far. I'm enjoying it. I love the banter so far. They are on 2 opposite belief systems here, as in believing in ghosts and not believing in ghosts, or paranormal activity. My apologies. This is a bad angle. Whatever. Oh, you won't stay. Hi, everybody. I'm on page 240 of Dangerously Ours. I read some last night, but the lights were off, so I didn't film me reading it. And I'm still in the same spot as I updated you last on all the other books. So hopefully I can read on my lunch break today and read more of The Case of the Elmwood Ranch. I'm also gonna listen to more of Ruthless Faye today during work. I don't think I'll finish it, but I'll probably get close to finishing it, so that's the update. I am rewatching Larry's vlog on reading Zodiac Academy because I finished Ruthless Faye today at work. I finished the audiobook. I didn't think I was going to, but I did finish Ruthless Faye, and I did give it 4 stars. I feel like so much happened, yet nothing happened at all, but then the ending, a lot happened, so I feel like the second book was just like a lot of pranking and trying to get back at each other. Like, a lot of people are hooking up, and a lot of things were happening, yet nothing was happening at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was good. I listened to the graphic audio, so that was fun. I don't remember book 1 having so many points of views. Like, this one had everybody's point of view. Like, by everyone, I mean, like, I think it had all the 4 heirs' point of views, and then it obviously had Tori and Darcy's point of view, and then it also had Orion's point of view. Anyways, here's my bedazzle pen. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars because I was very entertained, and I remember when I read the first book, the one thing I do remember is how intriguing it was. This time reading book 2, it was interesting, or listening to book 2. It was fun with the graphic audio because they had like music playing and stuff. Now I have like 5 million things of glue. Perfect. And then on lunch I read, okay, guys, this morning in my car, I think I filmed some of it, I was reading part of Dangerously Ours. I think I read like 5 pages. Ooh, so fun. Okay, here's the blue pack. But anyways, so I'm on chapter 21, I think, of Dangerously Ours, and I really just, I want to keep reading that book so bad. Oh, I read part of Case of the Elmwood Ranch on lunch, so I think I read a chapter and a half, so I'm like 36% in now. So, ooh, that would have been bad if that was open. Okay, so tonight, I really want to bedazzle because I got all this stuff today. I bought more bedazzling stuff because I got a kit earlier. Like, I got a kit off of Amazon for Prime Day. My pencil, like my wax pencil, it is like down to the nub, basically. So I don't have a pencil sharpener here. Instead of buying a pencil sharpener or using someone else's pencil sharpener, perhaps at work, I bought a whole new set of more beads or gems. I bedazzled my UK edition copy of Beach Read, and I ran out of the tan beads that I had for the sand, so it's just half gold. So it kind of looks stupid, so whatever, it's fine. It bothers me, but it's fine. So I got more utensils, like wax utensils, a bunch more glue, and then obviously I had to get more bedazzles, so that's what I'm unboxing right now as I'm talking about my current reads. But yeah, I did not read any of Throne of Glass, and I did not read any of the Song of Achilles. I really don't know if I'm going to finish Case of the Elmwood Ranch tonight. It comes out tomorrow. I'm going to finish unboxing these, and then I'm going to change into my pajamas and start reading for the night. I'm 47% in. It's kind of creepy now. It is getting creepy. This is so fall vibes, and I'm loving it so far. This is like paranormal. Octavia is not possessed, but like kind of the whole like mirror scene, that was creepy. In my opinion, I was creeped out, but I don't like that type of stuff. But this book is so good, and I love Octavia and Ray together so far. Like, they banter so good, but they like clearly they like each other. Come on. I'm going to lock in. I will finish this tonight. If not, I'll finish it tomorrow morning, and then I'll just have to post in the afternoon about it. I hate slacking on my arcs, but here we are. Good morning. I am writing my review for Case of the Elmwood Ranch because I did finish it last night, but then I went right to bed afterwards. So I'm writing my review so I can make my post about it later today. Luckily, I already had the graphics done beforehand, so all I have to do is write the review. I think today I might listen to part of Dangerously Ours, and then I have the Baby Bluff queued up on my Kindle, so I will also be reading some of that on lunch, so I will keep you updated. Actually, I'll probably just update you when I get home from work. Back in bed together. What's new? I started the baby bluff on lunch today, so I got 10% in, so not that far. All I know is she's pregnant, and that's it. I listened to some of Dangerously Ours because I couldn't not, and I think I'm on, where did I leave off? I left off on chapter 37, so I started on chapter, I want to say I was on chapter 21 before. Did take some notes on things I wanted to underline. In chapter 22, oh my god. In chapter 22, my girl Lily, she cannot catch a break. Like, not in her books and not in anyone else's books. Her scandal got leaked. They've mentioned Fizzle in the last 2 books, and no characters from the Addicted Calloway universe were named in those books, but in this book, we got a Lily Calloway mention, but at what cost? And a Connor Cobalt mention. This book is making me sad when they mention Lily like this. So chapter 24, mid-chapter 2024. 2024? Mid-chapter 24. Jake mentions that he went to prep school with Connor Cobalt and that Connor is 5 years younger than him. So many celebrity crush mentions. Connor Cobalt or Richard Connor Cobalt. Yeah. Where I left off today, from what I listened to, I'm on page 405, chapter 37. This series is so addicting. I'm back again, reading The Baby Bluff. I'm only 25% in, but I feel like it reads pretty easily. I just got to the part where she's telling her parents that she's pregnant because she got pregnant by some rando at a bar. And then the MMC Theo pipes up and is like, actually, I'm the dad. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because that's not true. Why would you, like, what is the point of saying that? Whatever. This comes out on Friday, and it's Wednesday, and I'm falling asleep, so I might read a little bit more. I don't know. I want to read more of Dangerously Ours tonight, so I might do that instead. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I'm at in The Baby Bluff. Haven't spoken in a while, my bad. I finally finished Dangerously Ours, and that means I have concluded the Webs We Weave series. This series is so good. This is not connected to the Addicted Calloway Like Us Cobalt Empire. I rated Dishonestly Yours 4 stars. I rated Destructively Mine 3.75 stars. Dangerously Ours, I don't know what I'm gonna rate it yet, but here it is. I think I'm leaning towards a 4.5, which, if you know me, I don't love a certain trope that happens in this one. I'm not judging anybody who likes a certain trope or that participates in that in their life, but this book was so good and I felt deceived. Actually, reading this entire series, I did not know who to trust. I did not know what was gonna happen. Seriously, like, I did not know what was gonna happen. And then I was reading on my lunch break, and one of the, like, the job was complete. And that is not how I expected their job to go. They are so smart. They are so smart. I did not know what to expect by it because I read no summaries. I picked it up because it was written by Kristen Becca Ritchie. So I'm so glad I read this, and now I need to read Burn Bright, but I also need to finish all the other books that I said I was going to read this week. Oh my gosh, my camera is about to, like, die soon again, but quick recap of this week so far. I finished Ruthless Fae on audio. I read and finished my 2 arcs, and I gave The Case of the Elmwood Ranch 4.5 stars, and then I read The Baby Bluff, and I finished it last night, and I gave it 3 stars. And then, like I said, Dangerously Ours, I just finished gonna be like a 4.5, something like that, as I still have yet to pick up The Song of Achilles and Assassin's Blade, but I will probably do that tomorrow or later tonight. But I actually need to sit on Dangerously Ours because that was so good, and now I need to fix like all my camera problems, so bye. It is the next day. It's Saturday, and it's like the afternoon time, because yesterday after I finished Dangerously Ours, I had to like sit with myself after finishing that series. And then this morning I woke up, took a shower, and then I started bedazzling another book, and then I did my nails. And so now I'm gonna get back into Assassin's Blade. I left off on page 57, chapter 8. Obviously not much has happened so far because I'm only 57 pages in, but I hope to get a good dent in this because I actually have no plans this entire weekend. So we will see how much I can get done. I also still have Song of Achilles that I want to get to as well, because this week I was just focused on getting my arcs finished on time. And then, obviously we know with Dangerously Ours, I wanted to finish that. So we will get reading Assassin's Blade.